A Journey to the Center of the Earth, Chapter 13. The Journey Ends. When I opened my eyes, I felt Hans clutching me firmly by my belt. With his other hand, he held my uncle. I was not badly wounded, but bruised all over my body. After a moment, I looked around. I was lying down on the slope of a mountain, not 200 yards from a cliff over which I would have fallen if Hans had not saved me. "Where are we?" asked my uncle, who seemed unhappy at having returned to earth. Hans shrugged his shoulders. "Are we in Iceland?" I asked Hans. "No," he said. "You must be wrong," my uncle cried. But Hans was not wrong. Instead of glaciers and snow of Iceland, which I had expected to see, I found myself on a mountain that was baked by the burning sun. "It really does not look like Iceland," my uncle observed. "Look down the mountain. There are green trees, among them fig and olive trees, and beyond that, a little port with houses and fishing boats. No, we are not anywhere near the Arctic region from which we began. Let us walk down the mountain and see if we can find food and water." After 2 hours of walking, a beautiful country spread out before us, with olives, pomegranates, and grapes growing wild. We ate our fill and drank from a spring of fresh water. While we were eating, a young, poorly dressed child appeared between two olive trees. "Ah!" I cried, "an inhabitant of this country. Perhaps we can find out where we are." The young boy was terribly frightened at seeing three half-naked men with tangled and ragged beards eating like savages. My uncle spoke softly in German. "What is the name of this mountain, my boy?" There was no answer. "Good," said my uncle. "We are not in Germany." He asked the question again, this time in English, and there was no answer. My uncle asked again, this time in French. The young boy shook his head to indicate that he did not understand. "I will try him in Italian," my uncle said. "Come si noma questa sola?" What is the name of this island? "Stromboli," the boy answered quickly, then turned and dashed away, disappearing quickly in the olive groves. "Stromboli!" I cried. "We have come to the surface in the center of the Mediterranean? Stromboli! Stromboli! And the mighty volcano we came up through is the fierce and famous Mount Etna? Ah, what a journey! What a marvelous and extraordinary journey! We had entered the earth by one volcano and had come out by another, and Etna was at least 3,600 miles from Snaffles. We had left the snows of Iceland and returned under the sun on the island of Stromboli. We continued our journey down to the little port. We passed ourselves off as shipwrecked travelers, for had the superstitious people of the island known the truth, they would have called us demons from hell. End of chapter 13.